There's a word downing in the next paragraph, and I'm going to ask you about what is the downing word means here. So play the scene, please.
Day. To stay awake and focused, he's had 2 cups of coffee in the last 3 hours and is now downing a popular energy drink. One that has 2 to 3 times the amount of caffeine as a similar sized can of soda.
So everyone hear the downing word? You want me to play again or not? Play again?
Burning the midnight oil, studying for an important engineering exam he has at 2 in the afternoon later today.
Okay, play it. Okay.
To stay awake and focused, he's had 2 cups of coffee in the last 3 hours and is now downing a popular energy drink. One that has 2 to 3 times the amount of caffeine as a similar sized can of soda.
So anybody hear the word? I'll count to 3, alright? 1, 2, 3. But if you have answered the questions, you can give me to tell the group members and she can answer for you because we want everyone to speak in the class. So I'll count again, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, Lulu. Actually, downing the word here is not become. Anyone know? 1, 2, 3. You.
Drinking.
Yes, that's right. The word downing here. The word downing here means drinking. They said, you can open your textbook in line 4. They say to stay awake and focused and down a popular energy drink. So the word here, downing, means drinking. So I really like this word, so that's why I put it on my PPT. So everybody have another way to use this word again. So downing same meanings to the drinking. Next time you can use it. So let's keep hearing what the textbooks say.
Many students like Murphy, as well as marathon runners, airline pilots, and long-distance travelers, owe their energy and sometimes their efficiency to one of mankind's oldest stimulants, caffeine. Many say they couldn't live without it.
Okay, so next questions will be, listen carefully, what is this paragraph mainly about? And we want anyone to answer it, so let's play the CD.
The power to counter physical fatigue and increase alertness is part of the reason caffeine ranks as the world's most popular mood-altering drug.
Understand? Or you want to play again? Okay, we will play again. If you
Live without it. The power to counter physical fatigue and increase alertness is part of the reason caffeine ranks as the world's most popular mood-altering drug.
Anyone?
Because the main idea is about coffee, why coffee become a popular drink recent days, because it can counter fatigue.
Yes, that's right. And you can give him a big hand if you want. Because that's really a short paragraph and I couldn't even hear it really right. So it's about why caffeine ranks as the world's most popular mood-alerting drug today. So next question. Oh, this is in line 15, and you can find it in the book line 15 if you want to make any notes. And the next questions will be, what is this word? How to say this word? Anyone know how to say this word? If you don't raise your hand, yes, please raise your hand because you can take part in our activity. This word means really tired and really exhausted. So anyone know? I count to 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last one. Fatigue. Okay. That's right. Because sometimes we may say it wrong, like fatigue, but actually it's called fatigue. So next time you can pronounce it right, so don't say it wrong again, alright? So let's go on the next.
It is found not only in sodas, energy drinks, coffee, and tea, but also in diet pills, pain relievers like aspirin, and chocolate bar.
So next questions will be, listen carefully. Oh, I forgot this question. Alright, I'll explain these questions by myself. Counter, you can open to the line 15 in the book. The word counter here means to deal, 应付 to deal with 就是有点像是应付，在这里 counter the power to counter physical fatigue 就是说这些能量来应付这个身体上很累的这个状态，就是 counter 这里的用法 means to deal with kind of deal with it's the same meaning with it. Okay, we'll go on. So listen carefully about this paragraph. Next one, we will ask you, what is the caffeine culture in UK, Britain, England? So let's listen carefully and close your book and let's listen to the CD.
Many societies around the world have also created entire rituals around the use of caffeine. Afternoon tea in the UK, the cafe culture of France, tea ceremony in Japan, and the morning cup of coffee or tea that in many cultures marks the start of the day.
Do you want to play again or you hear the answer? Okay, we'll play it again. Listen carefully, okay?
And chocolate bars. Many societies around the world have also created entire rituals around the use of caffeine. Afternoon tea in the UK, the cafe culture of France, tea ceremony in Japan, and the morning cup of coffee or tea that in many cultures marks the start of the day.
So, anyone know the answer? I count to 3, alright? 1, 2, 3. The blue, purple? Yeah, so the culture, caffeine culture in the UK is afternoon tea. There we go. In the line 21, you can find it out. It's just another, we want you to listen carefully about what is this paragraph talking about. It's about the culture of the caffeine. So in the UK, if we have afternoon tea. In Japan, we have tea ceremony. And France, a cafe. A lot of different kind of culture around the world is all about caffeine. Keep listening. We'll go.
Caffeine is in many of the foods or drinks we consume, but is it really good for us? Charles Czeisler, a scientist and sleep expert at Harvard Medical School, believes that caffeine causes us to lose sleep, which he says is unhealthy. Without adequate sleep, the typical 8 hours, the human body will not function at its best physically, mentally, or emotionally. Too often, Czeisler says, we consume caffeine to stay awake, which later makes it impossible for us to get the rest we need.
Okay, so this time I'll ask you translate the sentence you will hear later.